Alright, 3, 2, 1. Okay, welcome back to WhatGear Reviews, and I'm going to commentate over this video so you guys know what's happening, what was going on at the time. So this game that we were playing is kind of like Hordes mode in Gears of War, where you kind of have to hold a certain area, or in this case it's a building, while the attackers keep coming at you in waves. They can die as many times as they like, but they have to go back to a regen point to get back in the game, whereas once we died we were dead and out of the game. So right now we've got this we're in this sort of bathroom shower area in the billet. There's 5 of us in here, there's 2 ways in, we're covering both doors. You can see straight away they're coming at us. I managed to get that guy as he sort of sidestepped. He went after Dave. Now Dave is actually directly across the room from me, but you can't see him, and he hasn't turned his camera on yet, which is a little bit annoying, but he's over there. There's a good chance Dave might have shot that guy a couple of times too. So at this point we've got me, Lewis and Dave all covering this one door, and Chris is on his own in the other room just next to us. We did have a 5th man. I have no idea where he is at this point. He wasn't cameraed up.
What side of the door are you watching for? Okay, I've got left.
Clear, so far.
Yeah. There's that one guy that just strolled in.
It's quite tense in these in these games, because you can hear lots of gunshots going off all around this room we were in, and you have no idea if they're coming through that door or the other door.
Dave, you good? All good?
Yeah, it's quite nerve-wracking if you've never played before.
You good, Dale? Keep the cover spray, I've got something in my eye.
We're all using different weapons as well, so I think Lewis has got some kind of M4 with a holographic sight on the front. I think he's got a laser sight on it as well. He's not using it. I was using my P226 most of the time, just a handgun, just because I was in such close quarters there. I was very close to the door. It's easier to pop around the corner with the handgun than a machine gun.
Chris, as soon as you get contact, let us know. Fucking ears.
Behind us, Troy.
There you go, you can see Chris just got killed, but if you watch that, it looked to me like the guy was actually looking the other way when Chris shot him the first time, and then he turned around and shot Chris afterwards, which is it's a bit unfair really, but Chris, being a sportsman, took the shot, and he's out of the game. And at that point our 5th man just died as well. He was next to Lewis in one of the cubicles there.
Fall back into the centre.
I've got heavy action, only me left.
Yeah. Fall back, Dave, fall back, Dave.
I'm relying on you.
So at this point,
Yeah, I got you.
Lewis was covering the door at the back, and
Coming in.
that whole room was
Dave, can
empty.
you move? Don't move, Dave. Lewis, how are you looking? Dead?
No.
We're good. Okay, listen, I'm gonna back up this and get a better angle.
So if you look here, I'm kind of in the middle of it. Lewis is covering the back door, I'm in the middle, and Dave's just across the room. I think his camera comes on soon. You'll be able to see.
6 people so far.
Good, good.
There we go, Dave's camera finally online.
We've moved forward a bit.
So if you look where I am now, you can see Dave's just kind of behind that door on the right, across the room. And the door on the left is where they're probably going to come from. Which means the chances are they're probably going to see Dave first, before they realise I'm in one of these cubicles.
Oh! Got one over here, it's close.
Alright, cool.
Dave alive.
Alive. Good. As soon as you see anything, I'll back up Lewis and let me know, yeah?
I'm stuck, I can't go forward anymore.
Yeah, stay, just hold position. Where's Dave?
If you watch my screen, I'm kind of covering both ways, and every now and again I'm looking the other way, just to make sure. There we go. You know, you get people just springing out on you like that guy. I think he was looking at me actually, he was looking at me, and when he came into the room he didn't realise Lewis was standing right next to him.
Lewis, she's primed. Good.
I'm on 9.
Use him. Any second, Dave.
So you can see here Lewis has got like this really good angle with lots of cover, lots of protection there as well from shots coming at him. He's sort of standing, you know, he's got like he's right up against a wall kind of thing, one of the cubicles, and he's got a door, and he's got a perfect sort of narrow line of sight through the doorway as they're coming in. It's a great little bottleneck. The reason we chose this room was because there's only 2 entrances and lots of cover. So it's you know, both sides bottleneck. For them to get in, they really have to all attack at once.
Getting on the action.
11.
Contact. Yeah, good.
Troy, is my back okay, Troy?
Dave, stay in cover. Stay in cover.
Is that door shut?
Yeah.
I like this spot. Are you hearing this, Troy?
Yeah. Damn well.
this point I didn't know Lewis was dead. He didn't say he was dead, so it's hard to well, I just didn't hear it.
Dave,
So I had no idea
ready?
that they could get behind us at this point.
Lewis, you able to come with me? Oh, hit. Oh, hit. Hey, you pushed the door open for them. That was our signal. That was our signal to fire.
Yeah, you can't shut the doors though, mate.
It was half shut. What do we do now?
So that was it. We were the last people alive in building 1, and it was time to move on to building 2, which is another barrack separate from this building. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see that second part of in real time with the 4 cameras, hit the like button now, leave a comment, let me know that you want to see the second part, and I'll put the second part up. It was a game of survival, so we decided to pick the best spot where we could last the longest, and 11 minutes 10 isn't bad. I wish I could have killed a few more people, but looks like Lewis got all the luck in this game. Anyway, thanks for watching WhatGear Reviews. See you in the next one. Don't be late.